What to do if she breaks up with you. Hey guys, my name is Danny and I'm your life and relationship coach. And I wanted to provide you with some tips, some tools, some recommendations in regards to navigating this situation, right? Because I know how difficult it can be. A breakup sucks. There is no way around it. There is a lot of emotions that are around it. You may say the wrong things, and it's because you're not thinking clearly. I get it, guys. And oftentimes, what actually ends up happening is we feel like we have made so many mistakes in the breakup process that it is impossible to potentially get our ex back. I want you to understand that that's actually normal in this process. You are not alone in that, right? And the reason for why is because your emotions are so heightened at that point. And oftentimes people just feel blindsided. They feel like they got hit with a ton of bricks. They were not expecting it and they didn't know how to prepare for that moment. So your emotions take over. They go into overdrive. And when emotions take over and we allow them to take the lead, we have a tendency of making irrational decisions. But at the end of the day, you have to understand you're a human being. You have feelings. You were hurting. Forgive yourself. That does not mean that you've derailed the entire process. That does not mean that there isn't a chance to potentially get your ex back. But in the moment, I want to try to give you some tips, some tools to understanding how to navigate a breakup if she decides to break up with you. And the first thing that you want to do is not be needy or clingy, right? So if she tells you that she doesn't want to be with you anymore and you are desperately trying to hold on to the relationship, you are desperately trying to convince her to not break up with you, you are begging, you are pleading, you are crying, you are screaming, all of those things, right? It is actually going to have the reverse effect. And I get it. It's probably just a guttural, instinctual thing. You are trying to fight for something that you are losing. And as a person, right, as a human, our instinct is to hold on to things that we feel we are losing. So if you hold on tighter, what you are actually doing is you are suffocating your partner and you're pushing her further and further and further away. And another part of that is, as unfortunate as it may sound and as it may be, a guy that breaks down that intensely is not necessarily attractive in the eyes of a woman, right? Because it shows a lot of insecurity. It shows the like codependent behaviors. It shows a lack of self-confidence, a lack of self-esteem. And again, I don't want to say this to reinforce the stigma that has been placed on men by society where we have to hide our emotions. We can't be vulnerable. We have to make sure that we are the rock, the foundation, the provider, the protector. It's okay to be emotional. It's okay to cry. It is okay to express yourself, but it is about not taking it into overdrive. It's about not being overly dramatic, right? It is about trying to control your emotions the best way you can and allowing her to be okay with the decision that she's making because there's a reason for why she's making that decision. The second part of that is hearing her out, right? Allowing her the stage, giving her the ability to express to you and tell you the reasons for why she is moving on or why she is breaking up or why she's ending the relationship. And oftentimes we are so consumed by emotion that we don't hear our partners out. We don't hear our ex out. And if your goal and your plan is to win your ex back, if you were overly emotional and you were not allowing her to explain to you the reasons for the breakup, you're actually doing yourself a disservice because what she is doing is providing you with a roadmap, instructions of the reasons for why she broke up with you and things that you can actually actively start to change. So understand it's a matter of perspective, right? Hear her out so you can understand the reasons for the breakup. So either A, you are able to work on the things that you know you need to work on, right? Which is taking accountability, or B, you at least have a sense of closure and you have an understanding as to what actually happened and why. The third part of that is taking accountability, right? Reflecting and taking accountability. So taking a step back. I know in the moment during the breakup, you are not going to be able to reflect on all the things that you potentially did wrong, or maybe they're going to come to you, they're going to flood your mind and you're going to be overwhelmed and you're going to be overstimulated and you're not going to know how to react in that moment. That is okay. That is natural. If that already happened, forgive yourself. It's fine. But take a step back now and reflect on the situation. What went wrong in the relationship? Why did the relationship end? Were there needs that were not being fulfilled on either end? Were you guys not communicating effectively? Did you disconnect from each other? Did you fall out of love? Was there no more romantic feelings? Whatever the case may be, it's about asking yourself the hard questions and getting to the root and really trying to understand the reasons for the breakup and trying to figure out whether you are accountable or you are responsible for any of those things. Because keep in mind, a relationship is a two-way street, right? And I'm not necessarily saying that you are at fault for everything, right? Because I am sure that your partner had many faults. I'm sure that your partner had their part in this and for the breakdown of the relationship. But this is about you. This is about you reflecting, and this is about you taking accountability for your mistakes and understanding that there are things that you potentially could have done better. The fourth part of that is utilizing the 3 R's, right? So reevaluation, reinvestment, and reinventing. So reevaluation is really about, again, taking a step back, reflecting, and coming to terms and understanding how you operate at an emotional level. If you don't feel like you fully know yourself, if you don't know what your expectations are, what your needs are, what your goals are, how will you ever expect your partner to know? Right? Because people only know us as well as we know ourselves. So maybe this is the perfect opportunity for you to take that time and that space to be able to go back to yourself, to get back to your roots and to ground yourself and to gain a sense of self-identity again, right? Which is probably what initially attracted your partner to you in the first place, so that you are able to reconnect and build something stronger if the opportunity presents itself. The second part of that is the reinvestment phase, right? So reinvesting in yourself, things that you may have liked that you haven't done in a long time, hobbies, activities, whatever the case may be. This is about building your self-confidence and your self-esteem, because as you build your self-confidence and you build your self-esteem, again, you will start to build and gain a sense of self-identity. And that is so important in this process, because the last thing that you want to happen is to lose yourself in the relationship again, or lose yourself in another relationship, because you will end up having the same outcome. And the last part of it is just really embracing the new version of yourself, right? The 2.0 version of yourself, the version that is operating at a higher level and you are firing on all pistons and you feel like you are great and that you are feeling good and that you can achieve things and that you are motivated and driven. The last part of that is just respecting her boundaries, right? So if she's telling you, hey, I need time, I need space, do not bombard her with text messages and calls and DMs and emails and whatever the case may be. If she's saying to you, hey, I need some space, I need to process things emotionally, these are the reasons for why I don't want to be in the relationship, I need to work through some stuff, give her that time, give her that space, allow her to understand that you respect the decision that she made. It doesn't mean that you have to like it. It doesn't mean that it's not going to hurt, but you respecting the decision that she made is going to help you in spades in the long run, right? And if boundaries was a difficult thing for you to respect during the relationship, respecting them now is going to be crucial. If you related to this video, if you like this video, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe button down below. If you have any questions, if you have any opinions, if you've been in this situation before and you have any tips and tools that worked for you, please make sure you leave them in the comment box down below. Maybe you just want to know a little bit more. You need some more details. You can visit us at www.withmyexagain.com, where we have a multitude of different articles and blogs and videos related to this subject and many other subjects as well. If you feel like you just need more support, if you feel like you need somebody to help you through and create a plan and a strategy and maybe walk through some of the mistakes that you made and how to rectify them, how to find a solution for them, we are more than happy to help you through that process. You can book directly with me or any of the other coaches that we have on the team. They're all amazing. Every person is here to help you and support you. Again, my name is Danny. I'm your life and relationship coach. I hope you're staying happy and healthy, and I'll see you soon.